Kids America. Kids America. Kids America.
Well, I have to admit that I had never heard of Kids America when the New York Times called and asked me to do a story for the Arts and Leisure section. But I was really surprised when I came to the studio to watch the show. First of all, that it was so entertaining and so much fun. That's the first thing that impressed me about it, that there was so much inventiveness and creativity, and especially that there was so much humor behind each of the segments. I was just amazed, first of all, that something like a spelling bee could be so much fun to listen to. It made me wish that I could call in and stump the Duke of words.
Hi, Eddie.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your word to stump the Duke?
Pharmaceutical.
Pharmaceutical. Ann Lynch wrote to us from Stoughton, Massachusetts with that same word. Oh, boy. A double stump.
You might be stumped twice right here.
All right.
Duke.
Pharmaceutical?
Yeah.
And what does that mean there, Eddie?
Having to do with drugs and medicine.
So you go down to the pharmacy to get some pharmaceutical supplies.
See the pharmacist.
Yeah, to see the pharmacist, right.
Right.
Okay, well,
Spell the word.
I'll try. Pharmaceutical.
You got it.
I got it! Oh, boy! Am I a happy fellow?
I can see why.
When we listen, a lot of things are going on at the same time. Often Zia's dancing around the floor, right, Zia? And Davina usually is listening very intently and playing the games. And very often, if the phone is busy, which it often is, when we call into Kids America, they'll sit down and write a letter. And I really love the fact that they use this experience to write a letter. And we play games while we're listening, or we sing the songs together. So it's a very active time. We don't just sit still and listen, but we're using the whole space and playing games and enjoying it.
Hi, Matthew. Armin and I would like to make up a song for you. What should it be?
About calculators. And when they run down, the batteries run down, and when you're cheating on your homework, for instance, which I don't do, and all of a sudden you find out that you're getting all the wrong answers, and then your calculator starts making non-existent shapes, and then it's just going completely batty, and you throw it on the ground, and it breaks up into a million little pieces. And
that's
with everybody.
That's great. Now, do you want to hear a song from what you feel like when you're playing when you're working with the calculator, or what the calculator feels like?
What I feel like.
Okay, so it's a song about you and your calculator. Listen, little calculator, I've got your number. Listen, little calculator, you know what I mean. Listen, little calculator, I've got your number. I'm the boss, you're the machine. So
The thing that really impressed me about the show was the respect and the obvious affection that the staff had for its audience. There was no condescension to these children. Every child that called in was treated with the utmost attention, and they were really made to feel that what they had to say, someone who was listening to it really cared to hear it.
Hi, Kids America. This is Sandy. Who's this? Nathan, how are you?
Kristen, is there somebody named Kristen going on?
Do you have a song? You do. What is it?
Favorite group?
Which one? You're absolutely right. That's terrific. Somebody else got it first, though, but still. Where'd you find the answer?
Is she on already?
Where'd you get the answer?
Then how do you know the name of the
So you went and counted them on the globe? Terrific. That's great.
I found out about Kids America a couple of years ago when I was a chef in a restaurant at night. I listened to All Things Considered, and Kids America came on right afterwards. And it just became part of my evening. It was something really pleasant to listen to. It was interesting, and there was always something to learn. Even though I was 25 years old at the time, I still found out a lot of things I didn't know about the world by listening to it. Now as a teacher, and maybe one of the things the reasons I became a teacher was listening to Kids America and realizing that children's lives are a lot more interesting and a lot more important than I formerly believed.
How did that make you feel to find out one of your favorite players had been
Involved with drugs.
this?
I was very sad.
You know, Jonathan, you're right, because one of the things that happens is that ball players sometimes are what are called role models for kids, right?
I don't know what that is.
That means it's somebody who you look up to and somebody who you think you might like to be like.
Mm-hmm. I would like to know if goats eat garbage, and if the answer is yes, do they get sick when they eat it?
Katie, the answer is yes. Goats will eat most anything. Goats are what are called ruminants. They're like cows and deer and elk. They have 4 stomachs. And sometimes these cans...
That means they ruminate.
They ruminate, right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, isn't it kind of embarrassing, like, to have to pretend that Bill Cosby is your father? I mean, you have to act like he's your actual parent. And what's worse, he's Bill Cosby.
It's not difficult at all. I mean, it's rather fun. You get to be a totally different person.
Kids America does one very special thing for me as a parent. What parents look for in their kids, what they really love to see, is enthusiasm about something. A kid who's excited about something does better in every respect. They're more interested in things at school. They're more interested in life in general. They enjoy things. They're more bubbly. And Kids America gives something for my kids to be excited about.
Go ahead, Larry.
And now, the number 3 song for Kids America Radioland is You Went the Wrong Way, O King Louie.
Everybody with the name Larry
Sound
must talk
just
like
like
this.
me.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Larry. And let's hear Alan Sherman with today's number 3 song.
You went the wrong way, old King Louie.
My family and I had never really listened to public radio before until this program, and what happens is now we leave it on after Kids America, and there's some classical music that follows that's pretty nice, and we just listen, leave it on and listen to that now.
We're gonna take you and the Queen down to the guillotine. It's somewhere in the heart of town. And when that fella there is through with what he's gonna do, you'll have no place to wear your crown.
Before, when I used to come home, I would ask the kids how things had gone at school, and they would say, well, okay, and I would ask them if anything exciting had happened, and they would say, not really. Now there's something exciting happening. Because now I come in the door at 6:30 and say, Daddy, we might be on Kids America tonight.
Kids! Kids America. Kids America. Kids America.